Hello, friends. Good evening. Hi, it's good to be here. I hope you can hear me clearly. If you can, if you're here, please say hi. Hello, CPN Anthem page. Thank you for joining. And this is a very important conversation. I love to have it. I can wake up, sleep, wake up, and talk about it. Well, and it's about making music for social impact. Making music for social impact. It's a class, but at the same time, I want it to be as engaging and interactive as possible. So help me God, I will share all that I know, and hopefully, at the end of this class, you will understand how music can be a tool for advocacy and social change. At the end of this class, you will be able to learn and apply the 5 core stages of songwriting. You'll be able to master basic rhyme schemes and patterns for effective lyric writing. Then you should be able to draft a song idea that carries a powerful message. Does this make sense so far? All right. So we'll go straight to it. The power of music for social change. Before I go into that, my name is Nanya Jessica Chi from Nanya EJ, but my stage name is Nanya EJ. I am a singer, songwriter, general a creative, and I like to call my voice uh, a voice for your cause. Let's put it that way, or a voice for a cause, because I believe that for me it's not just singing, it is singing something that makes a difference. Understand? And why did I get to that point in my life? The first time I ever decided that I was going to do music, as a child, I'm still a very small short lady. I wasn't very tall, but now I'm like bigger and all. But then as a child, I was really petite, and there was always that possibility of being looked over or overlooked, and there were times when people tried to bully me. But I noticed that whenever I had the opportunity to hold a microphone or to sing, somehow people paid attention. I don't know how it happened, but it just always happened that way. They listened. Many times I got people come to me, oh, your voice is really nice. I really like your voice. So it made me recognize that, okay, there's something here. I thought when I was 7, my mom is she used to be invited to speak at places, so she would say, "You're going to sing for me before I go on stage." Oh, I don't know why she believes that I would be able to wet the ground before she speaks, but those experiences, I would be tensed up. Sometimes I would be angry, like, why is she calling me on stage? But eventually, it helped build my confidence, and I was able to like recognize that really this was something, which brings me to my why. So at that time, my reason for doing music, my why, was to be heard, to be seen. I felt seen whenever I sang. I felt heard whenever I sang. Whenever I wrote song, it felt like I was expressing myself. But with time, I realized that that can't be the only reason why you want to do music. Just because you want people to see you. No, no, that it felt really shallow. So then I started looking into the ways that I can make this a thing, and I realized that I can actually make my voice the voice for a cause and for causes basically. And so in the course of this all of these years, I have worked with several brands, from organizations like Accountability Lab on women's rights, to UNICEF on illegal migration, to Conscious Soul Records on mental health and wellness. As many as I can remember, though, there are many others. And then I find myself also writing songs for movies and stuff like that. So I might not be the regular artist that you see in your screens, but somehow I'm sure you heard me somewhere on the radio, doing an anthem or a jingle for an organization, from Dano Milk to Dettol to Omo. There's been a lot of causes or brands I have worked with directly and indirectly. So yeah, that is why you should maybe pay some attention to me, because I have been doing this give or take 12 years now, and I think by the end of this class you will understand how you can have, or the power of music for social impact. Now the first thing is that music has the ability to create emotion. There are ways that music helps people to emote. You can listen to a song, an Adele song, and you just feel all the heartbreak that you have not expressed, you have not, all the tears you didn't cry. She describes all that you have felt, and so well that you begin to feel seen, and you begin to feel like, this is me, and you find yourself crying, right? um in the case of social impact, we've had a number of songs that have left a big mark in the hearts of people, and they were for social causes. Number one, on off the top of my head, is We Are the World, right? There comes a time when we hear a certain call, when the world must come together as one. At the time, that song was written because there was a famine situation, in like food shortage in Africa, and Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, and a number of other people had to come together to create a song that not only raised awareness but served as like a an anthem where people say we are the world, we are the future, and that song blew up. It's achieved its aim because they put their hearts into it. All of those people came into one room, for this one cause. And so you cannot underestimate the power of music. There are so many people that didn't care about that. That's, if it's Africa, it's Africa. But they heard the song and they're like, who are these people? Why are they even so serious about it? And they're like, oh, there's something happening in Africa. We can donate to this cause. We can raise awareness. We can help these people. And so it was so successful in its time. I don't think I have the rights to play it on live. I would have loved to play the song so that we can even use it like to break down all of this. Now, some other examples of songs like that: Freedom from Oppression. We have Redemption Song by Bob Marley, right? Um, would you love to sing a song of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song. That's a beautiful song. We have Fauzi's This Is Nigeria. There's Childish Gambino's This Is America, which was like a parody that Fauzi did. We have a number of songs who have done, or that have done well. Then when it comes to anthems, you will see this song, oh, 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 when I get older, I will be stronger. They call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So that's an anthem, right? So those are songs that really got people inspired, got people to think about certain causes. At that time, this song was for Coca-Cola, this waving flag song, but then it sparked conversations. It made people reflect on their dreams and all of those things. So that is the power of music, right? And you cannot underestimate, like I said, the power of music to trigger emotion in people. That's why in movies you can't do without songs. The movie score also largely affects how the movie will be affected. If they play an action beat or fast upbeat part of song where somebody is weeping and crying, it doesn't really tell the story of that particular place. So music has power. Now, stages of songwriting, right? First thing is, have an inspiration and message. You have to choose a social cause. For instance, in this case, because I am doing this in collaboration with the CPN network, or Child Protection Network, I would say, for instance, child protection, right? And let's say I'm making the child protection anthem. So my big message would be, every child deserves love, protection, and a safe home. That's my big message in one sentence. So imagine that you want to write about peace, and then your big message is, peace can help us all live in harmony. That can be your big clear message. And why this is important is that when you have a big clear message, you can easily make a hook about it, you know. Like for um US for Africa song, we are the world, we are the children, we are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. It was to tell people you need to give, not because you are from this place, but because all of us make up the world. That was their big clear message, and it was pointing people to the direction of making choices to say, oh, I am going to give to this cause, not because I'm an African or I'm from Africa, but because we all make the world. So once you have that, you now go into concept and structure planning, right? um if for songwriting, I would just go through a glossary of terms that will help you understand songwriting a bit more, right? um First of all, I will go into like the verse of your song. The verse is the part of the song that tells the story of the song, or it gives details. So we have sorry, I'm specifically using We Are the World, because that's like one popular song most people can relate to, and maybe because I've already started using it. But hi Giovanni. The verse is the part of the song that tells and gives details. So after the beginning of the song, the intro, you hear, there comes a time when we hear a certain call, when the world must come together as one. The verse is describing what the cause is about. And then there's a choice in making. I'm sorry. There are people dying and stuff like that. It explains that. Then it goes to the next part. We now hear the chorus. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So the chorus is the main part of the song. It's often repetitive. It's often catchy. And people often call the chorus the hook. In modern day songwriting, you call it the hook. It's awesome to just see that music writing is evolving, or songwriting is evolving, but then there's still that consistency that, okay, somebody will write a song and have a hook, and then the next part is a bridge. So you might get to a bridge of a song. Case in point, still We Are the World. Da 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 da. So it's often a contrasting section. It gives variety to the song. So maybe you've heard verse. There comes a time you've heard We Are the World. You heard verse again. Send them your heart, and the next part again you hear, and we don't believe. So it's like a break, a bridge that takes you from where you currently are, maybe the chorus, it takes you somewhere else and brings you back. I think that's the interesting way I look at the bridge. It takes you somewhere away from the song and brings you back into the song. So it often comes after the second verse, and it gives a fresh twist to the song before returning to the main hook. Now, hook is still part of the chorus, the catchiest part of the song, like I said. So it's very repetitive. Some songs like when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, so wave your flag, so wave your flag. Oh, 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 oh. So there are some things that are noticeable in this song. For instance, it has wave your flag, so wave. That is the hook, right? So even if you don't understand the big English he has been singing since, the moment you start hearing wave your flag, you see everybody jumping, wave your flag, that's the part that catches them. That is the hook. The melody of a song is this. What I'm just singing now is a melody. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So that's the melody of the song. It's the tune of the notes that you sing, and it makes the song sound unique and emotional. So your melody is what actually brings everything together. You can write a very amazing piece of work just writing, But without a melody, it doesn't become a song per se. The melody is the unique sound that comes with a song, right? Now, we go to the next thing, which is rhyme scheme. Hi Floga Media, hi Giovanni, hi Joseph Okeke. So good to have you here. The rhyme scheme is the pattern of your rhymes, of the rhymes in your music. So how do I explain this now? In songwriting, you can have different types of rhyme schemes. The ones that are very popular, you have AABB. That is AABB. I'll give you an example, right? That's two lines that rhyme with each other. Then the next two lines will also rhyme with each other. So I will use this gospel song. We lift our hands in the sanctuary, eh? We lift our hands to give you the glory, eh? We lift our hands to give you the praise, B. And we will praise you for the rest of our days, B. We will praise you for the rest of our days, B again. So we have that rhyme scheme, AABB, right? Now the next one we have is AB. They call it alternate rhyming, right? There's the first and the third line will rhyme, the second and the fourth line will rhyme. We have that in a lot of hymns, right? It's great for songs that tell a story. So you say, the children dance beneath the sun, their language bright with hearts so free, a better world for everyone. So sun and everyone, A, right? Then the second line, their laughter bright, their hearts so free, B. The last line will be, is built on love and unity, B. Let me explain again. So in this line I gave now, the children dance beneath the sun, A. Their laughter bright, their hearts so free, B. It doesn't rhyme. A and B are separate, right? Then we now have a better world for everyone, A again. Then we have is built on love and unity, B. Do you see the alternate rhyming, right? Now we have the one that is a mono rhyme, which is A, right? So you can rise up now, break every wall, answer the helpless when they call. Together we stand, we shall not fall. Justice and peace will cover all. Something like that. So A, all of them is ending in all, right? So all of those rhyming schemes. There's also the ABBA. So it's enclosed. You have our voices ring across the land. With every step we take the fight. That's A and B. Now B will now continue now. We stand for those denied their right. In hope and love we make our stand. So ABBA. Another rhyming scheme. I hope I am not confusing you. Please, if you're watching, say something on the comment section. That, do you understand what I'm saying? Is this confusing? I just want you to understand the basics of songwriting, rhyme schemes, and all of those things. If you can get it right, if you can understand it, there is no song you will not. When you listen to songs, you won't just listen to it anymore like, oh. Nowadays when I listen to a song, I try to understand their rhyme scheme. What's this person trying to say? Where is the verse? Where's the hook? Most of times too, some songs don't follow that anymore. There's this recent song, Davido's song, baby the letter is getting cold, hurt inside, da 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 da. I'm sorry, I'm using a song that deviates from our theme, but then that song doesn't follow the regular writing scheme. So when I listened to it, or rhyme scheme, I was like, oh, okay, this is a song that has just the chorus is basically ooh, that's the chorus, right? And then there's the next verse that comes in, cha 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 cha. It didn't follow any rhyme scheme at all, and then it goes back to ooh, and the song that's finished. I'm like, oh, interesting. So there's no hard and fast rule, but it just helps to know the systems that works for people, right? So the last one, or we have another set too, which is simple rhymes. We have it in common folk songs like ABCB. So we just have it. It will just like the world is turning every day. A, right? We fight to make it right. B, the children's dreams are here to stay. A again. I'll be C this time. We leave them into light, B. So it's just like whenever you're writing, the long and short of it is, if you want to have a rhyming scheme and you want to write, we have that in hymns a lot. Softly and tenderly Jesus is calling, calling for you and for me. At the life's portal he's waiting and watching, watching for you and for me. So you're telling a story, but then the rhyme just makes it easy for someone to remember. More importantly, we have it in children rhymes. It's perfect. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Can you guess what this one was? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. What's the rhyme scheme? Sky, R, high, R again. So that's A, B, A, B, right? So no, it's A, B, B, actually. Yes. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. So when you listen to a song, I wish I could give an assignment and say, oh, okay, this song, what is the rhyming scheme of this song? Well, we don't have all the time, and I don't know how many of us are really catching on. So there are some verses that are free verses. They don't have any rhyme. They just go with the flow. And we have that common, people like in R&B songs, R. Kelly used to use that a lot in all those his confession songs, where he just sings the story. No really doesn't care about the rhymes. Sometimes he will just add a little somewhere, but then those are free verses, no rhyme. Now, tips for using rhyme schemes in social songs: you can use AABB or AAAA for an anthem. Yeah, so you just chant AAAA, everything is rhyming, you're just singing it, you know. That you can use ABAB or ABCB for storytelling and deeper lyrics, right? You can sprinkle internal rhymes to add bounce and flow. I wish I had a lot of time. I would have like played songs, or like if I had rights to some of those songs, I would have played the songs and given you examples. But that is it for songwriting rhyme schemes. So if I'm to recap, we have written, or we have talked about the power of music for social change. Now we've gone to the stages of songwriting, and we've went through inspiration and message, right? The inspiration and message, that's choosing a cause or a social issue and having it in a sentence. So like I said, waving flag had just that, he wanted to inspire people, and after he had that in a sentence, he could create a verse around it. Most times when I write, the chorus comes first, or I just have one line and I'm like, oh, what's this about? And I just go research on it, check what are the words. Now, which brings me to the next part of it, that is concept and structure planning. So if you have your thing, you say you want to write a song about love or hope. For in the case of this, our social impact, let's say, like I said, the Child Protection Network is doing an anthem for child protection, or for children, and then we decide our theme is the love and protection of children, or the safety of children. I will now go and think, do I want to start with a chant? Do we want to start with the chorus or the pre-chorus first? And then once we decide on that, we can say, I prefer using like words, prompts that I can bring together. For instance, I would check now, what are the common issues that children have, right? So maybe I can just say, oh, I was scared, mommy went away, right? There was a day mommy went away and I was so scared. A fearful stranger came and said hi and tried to take me away, but then somebody came to my rescue, and now I know that every child deserves to be safe, you know. And it just tells the story first, right? And then I go, every child deserves love, every child deserves to be safe, every child. I'm just giving an example, no, I'm just saying, and I'm keeping it as simple as possible. Well, that is the structuring. I've told the story in the verse, and then I've decided, oh, that one liner, I will make it repetitive so that people keep that memory or have that in their memory. Well, for social songs, repetition is more powerful and impactful. Um, Repeat the thing, don't make it too preachy. Um, Give your life to the cause. You not start preaching at them. No, you can make it, be creative with it. Finesse it. That's, I like using that word, finesse. Finesse it, make it appetizing. It's just like when somebody comes to give you rice, but the rice, just put it in one nylon bag and just put it, throw it at your face. It's, they're giving you food, but then it's not appetizing. You don't, there's no beauty around it. It's not finessed. Same thing goes with songs. Don't make your social impact song to be like you're preaching at the person. Nobody wants to be preached at, you know. Unless there are some songs that are really in your face like that with the preaching. There's this Edna lady that sang, make you day look well before you cross, look your left, look your right. I've never seen any song as direct as that, I'm sorry, but it was so direct. She just went straight to the point, make you day look well. But the catch for me was that she sang it in pidgin English, like, so people who were in the grassroots could understand what she was saying. So melody and mood, you have to choose the mood you want too in your song. Do you want it to be a happy, a song that people can chant? I can't get over, the first time I listened to Waving Flag, oh, Waving Flag, just, it got me. Like, when I get older, I will be stronger, they call me freedom, just like a waving flag. Oh my god, that song caught my attention, you know, because first of all, the beat was catchy. Oh, you know, it was very, it was paced properly. It wasn't too fast, it wasn't too slow, but it was an anthem. You understand? So decide, do you want a slow Nigeria we hail thee, or do you want something like that, or you want something faster? Decide it. But most times it's best to keep it not too fast, not too slow, just somewhere in the middle, where you can get the message out and at the same time also get people not sleeping before the end of your song. Melody and mood are very important. Your melody should be catchy, it should get people's attention. Don't make it don't make it too all over the place. Let it be memorable, you know. If you don't know much about melody, maybe you're new to songwriting, you might need to like take your time, listen to songs, observe the way the song flows, you know, and then take note of how those songs are put together. Some people are very good with melody, they're not good with writing. Some people are good with writing, they're not very good with melody. So if you know your weakness, you can also reach out to someone who you know is strong in it, the other part that you're lacking. Collaboration is very important in songwriting. There's no hard and fast rule that you must write all your songs, you must do everything yourself. I am a firm believer in collaborations. Now, we've already done rhyme schemes and patterns. Next thing would be well, I wish we could have a class activity, right? Maybe if you are watching this, whenever you watch this, I would like you to do like a 4-line chorus based on a social cause you care about. Promise me you'll do it, please. I would like to see it in the comment section. So with everything you've learned so far, just write 4 lines, just a chorus, that's all. It doesn't have to have a tune yet. Like, we rise for the children left unheard, every voice counts, every word, together we fight, together we sing, love is the change that we will bring, you know, something like that. It's 4 lines, just something like that. just so that we're sure that you understood what you just watched, right? And it would be nice too to make sure that you finish your song, because I get that a lot with songwriters. The idea comes, thank God now for phone that you can even record um a voice note and leave. Finish your song, test it out on people. Oh, please, I wrote this thing. Don't be afraid of criticism. I wrote this thing. Reach out to someone who you think understand words, that the words that you have just written. What do you think of this? You never know. You just might have the next big song, but then it's rotting away in your notepad or in your recorder or whatever it is you used to write. Now, let's see the songwriting checklist. Just to rehash or recap what we have. Um, 1 second, let me just go through my notes. Um, just to be sure that I got everything in there. Now, you should also have, like, maybe you can reach out to me after now on, leave your email address on the distance so I can send you a few resources I have, maybe like a song writing checklist. I can send it to you, or like a rhyme chart. You can also, if you need any tips, and actually you can always buzz me on social media. I am at Nanya EJ, on Facebook, Nanya NANYAIJEH on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. I'm the same person everywhere. I know they change. Eh? All right. So review and polish your work. It can get better, but the important thing is don't be too critical of your work, so much so that you don't let it go out. So review it, and when you are sure that, when you think that you have passed the message, don't doubt yourself. Put it out and believe that with time people will listen to that message and it will get across to them. So the class activity, like I said, is to write a 4-line chorus based on the social cause you care about or something you really care about. Write it, and I'd like to see it in the comment section. Please, 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 please do that for me. And be free to ask any questions now. I will, or I am here for you to answer your questions. All right? Are we there? Are we there? Are we there? Are we there? Is there anything that I left out that you think I should add? Something I need to reiterate as well is that when you are bringing those structures together, like I said, it can be one line. You are my all, or we are all together. For instance, in social cause songs, we are all together. We are all we have. We can something. So write down all those one words that you can see, and see the ones that rhyme, and then it helps you link those lines that work, and then you can put together a story around it. So I'm still waiting for your questions. Flogan Media, hi. Yes, waving flag was adopted for games. Hooks and rhymes are important in music. Yes, waving flag was done for the World Cup at the time, but then it got adopted for games, and lots of organizations used it as well, but then it was for Coca-Cola at the time. So yeah, a good song will always open extra doors and do wonders. CPN, free like a waving flag. Yeah. You are not confusing us. Awesome. So yes, hello Mr. Joseph Okeke Kichuku, it's good to have you join us. So in the absence of any questions, you can always leave your questions in the comments. I will attend to them there. I can safely say that, okay, we met our target, which is to teach the step-by-step guide for writing your songs for social impact. Um, Maybe I should do a recap, right? A recap will help us, right? Let me just go through my notes again, be sure I didn't leave anything. So we're to understand how music can be a tool for advocacy and social change. We're to learn and apply the stages of songwriting. We're to master basic rhyme schemes and patterns, and to draft a song idea that carries a powerful message. So yeah, the last one is actually on you, the viewer. You have to write a song idea, and in a few days time, myself and a group of songwriters and musicians will be coming together for a boot camp to actually create an anthem for the Child Protection Network, right? An anthem is the first of its kind, National Child Protection Anthem. And I'm so psyched and excited about it because I have 3 children, and I would love to create a song that protects or that gets to people's for their fore, brings it to their fore that every child deserves to be protected, to be loved, to be safe. So, with these few points of mine, I hope I have been able to convince you and not to confuse you that writing music for social impact is something you can do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something from this. Hey, let me know what you even learned. Put it in the comment section too. And be free to share with your friends and well wishers. I'll be going off in 5, 4, 3, 2,